there, my name's PolishLynx, welcome to Lucid9 and let's continue the investigation. Well, actually more like searching for clues. And really bad feeling about this, okay. That's not good, definitely not good. Shigure hovers around the hallway before blasting into the classroom to be hand-sweeping in an overly extravagant gesture. Stop the presses! Rui's eyes light up at the display of histrionics. She barges in line behind Shigure, pointing dramatically into the distance. We have arrived! What? All eyes land on the peculiar side. I try to stick to the shadows before I'm dragged into their insane antics. What kind of backup plan is this? Who are you? The question is not who I am, but rather, who am I to you? Isn't it the same thing? Wrong! To you, I'm your superior. Okay, I am superior, sorry. To you, I am omniscient. What? To you, I am your master. To you, I am the law. To you, we are the truth. What is this, a comedy duo? Maybe it's some kind of advanced intimidation tactic. The teacher certainly looks frightened enough. Either that or concerned at their mental health. Yeah, probably the second option. Rui! Shigure! Team logic, solving crimes at the speed of light. Surrender now or prepare for fight. Oh, that's right. Don't look at me, I don't know these people. Get back to the class before I report for you for truancy. Shigure becomes very still and her hands curl into fists. Here we go again. I'm not another unencephalous contactman. I'm legitimate freelance detective, 26 years of age, officially licensed, and I'm here on matters of extreme import. The teacher's eyes swirl at her excessively large vocabulary. As a result, there is no resistance when Shigure takes the podium, addressing the class students like a president at her inaugural address. Denizens of the city of Isamu, your cooperation is required for a situation most dire. For more information, I refer you to our head of public relations, Airi Hiraka. She nods her head at Airi, who, after a few moments of staring wordlessly at the podium, steps to the center of the classroom. Maybe decide, of course. Despite her introverted tendencies, she's a really good speaker. At the very least, she can be worse than Shigure. Are any of you murderers? Never mind. She can be worse than Shigure. Way worse. What kind of question is that? Are we in trouble? They are wasting our time! Well, desperate times call for desperate measures. I need to get us out of here before we are expelled for disruption. What can I do? It seems that even that simple question has eluded their tiny brains. Try something different, Airi. Have you seen any strange events recently? I think we're witnessing a strange event right now. And someone speaks. Quickly, make your statement! Nothing, I just saw something outside. Of course, the old bait and switch trick. That will get them to leave in a hurry. Outside, quick, after them! Chase the cop! As they bolt into the hallway, Airi pulls out her phone and taps idly on the surface. Within a few seconds, a police siren is playing from its speakers. Quick, after them! And she snappily walks away, siren still resounding from her phone. All eyes fall on me. The teacher only folds his arms, staring at me with a single raised eyebrow. What the hell was that about? I'd better just make a run for it. I promptly sprint out of the classroom, taking random turns until I finally feel safe. Well, I'm not sure where they went, but it's already time to rendezvous. I guess I'd better head to the roof. Within a few minutes, everyone's gathered on the rooftop. I take stock of the unfortunates. Rui, Shigure and Airi seem disappointed. Yahiko and Elizabeth seem tired. Misaki and Akira seem to be unchanged, and Masato looks like he's on the brink of death. Despite the issues of bureaucracy, it appears that a crucial piece of information did surface. The students all disappeared even after curfew. Yeah. You may elaborate further, Ishiyama? Oh shit. I glance around, but no one else seems willing to talk, not even Rui, who was excited to play detective. Well, basically each of the students logged in for the 11:30 PM curfew in their rooms. By all intents and purposes that should have rendered them safe. Even if they are allowed to leave the dorm building, they have to stay on campus, and it's not like anyone else can get in with the security parameters around the building. So we have something strange on our hands, since they disappear when they shouldn't be able to. Huh. Well, as I decide our next course of action, I recommend that each of you obtain your desired nourishment. Dismissed! She plops down on a nearby bench, digging through her satchel. Iris settles next to her, pulling a peach out of her backpack. The others take various places around the rooftop greenhouse, retrieving lunchboxes from their bags. I notice Yahiko's lying on the bench next to Misaki. Elizabeth sits opposite of Shigure alone. Akira whips out an Diana Helenson the 14th and lays her on the floor. When Rui and Masato attempt to sit on her, Akira gestures frantically at Rui. Oh! Yeah! Rui quickly makes her way to me, extending a lunchbox with two hands. Hey, you didn't bring any food, right? I made extra. You can have it if you want. You made enough food to fill an extra lunchbox? I accidentally made a lot than I expected. More than expected, okay? Just take it. I can only stare at the lunchbox, my mind racing ahead of me. Should I? I'd rather not hurt their feelings, but isn't accepting homemade food from someone synonymous with attempting their feelings? I glance at Akira for help, but she's pointedly looking away from us. Maybe she wants to give us privacy. Take it before my arms fall off, idiot! There's a break for me. I'm comfortable enough to accept the lunchbox. Thank you, thanks. Yeah, no problem. She suddenly dashes back to Annette Diana Helenson the 14th, leaving me alone with the lunchbox. I glance inside. Delicious eggs are neatly rolled and topped with seaweed, set in an aesthetic bouquet beside a bed of rice. The rice is shaped into a lantern, decorated with lettuce, carrots, and cucumber. It looks unbelievably delicious, but just when I'm about to get in, some commotion catches my attention. So, what's like being in Lotus modeling? Do you like an extravagant life with servants who wait on your beck and call? I wouldn't say extravagant, but it's fun. You get to meet so many new people, visit so many new places, try so many new things. It's a great experience. Although it can be really demanding sometimes. Demanding? How? It's a competitive business, so it requires a lot of commitment. That's why I'm usually absent from class. And the school allows that? Surprisingly, my grades aren't being affected, so I suppose they don't see it as a problem. Do you think Lotus would have an opening for the great Yahiko Ikari? I highly doubt that his grades would allow him to work as a model. You're handsome, so I don't see why not. Did you just call Yahiko handsome? I admit he's not bad looking, but I didn't expect her to be so blunt about it. You're right, of course they wouldn't deny my impeccable charms. What's your number? I'll be sure to text you when I find something. I can only shake my head incredulously as they begin sharing contact info. I dig into my free lunch, relishing the explosion of flavor in my mouth. Rui is really improved at cooking. As I eat, I continue to examine my surroundings. The next group to catch my attention is Ari and Shigure. Ari is quietly munching on the peach in her standard baby hamster fashion. Shigure meanwhile has propped her feet up on a flower bed like a gangster. She appears to be eating some kind of sweet green dumpling. And I'm here only with tea. Shigure? Yeah? Is that enough? What, this? She gestures the green balls in her hand. Ari nods. More than enough. They are melon paste mochi, the root of immortality. Eh? What? There are no vegetables, no fruit, no protein. Well, yeah, but it's not nutritious. Eat some veggies. If you insist, Irie. Irie shares a rare smile at this. I'm surprised by how open she is around Shigure. Makes me wonder how they know each other. Not only that, but Shigure actually listens to Irie. It seems like Irie is the only one who can put her in a place. Sisters, maybe? Gulpy goats, you don't mean to say? I do indeed. He's gone by now, far behind the city limits, and out of your scheming hands. And there go those two again. You misunderstand the meaning of understand, my dear Lady Bingham. Ha! As if you could beat true love. Oh no, I happen to know that your lover is hiding. Right here! She whips her finger around in my direction, but thankfully Masato suddenly steps in front. Huh? Me? Jumping jackals! Always thought that sort of thing only happened in dramas. That's a proper destiny-like moment, isn't it, Rui? Masato, my true love. Yeah, I don't think so. Masato seems to take this as a challenge. Every muscle tightens with competitive aggression as he steps between Rui and Kira, brandishing an imaginary sword. Come on and fight me, you big coward! Yeah, I'm here, I chant you to a duel to the death! No! Duel to the pain! I smell disaster afoot. The hell is a duel to the pain? First your feet are cut off below the ankles, and then your hands at the wrists, and then your eyes, and then your tongue. But that's only if I lose, right? Easy, now fight me, you crude canary. On second thought, peace, you can be with your true love. She flees away from the scene, taking cover behind Shigure. What are you doing? I'm hiding behind the Alps. You're the Alps. Go away, I'm not the Alps. That's what the Alps will say. Leave. Ouch. In an unusual burst of energy, she reaches out and shows Akira to the ground. Everything happens at once. Rui rushes to Akira, worriedly checking her for injury. Elizabeth and Misaki immediately get to their feet. Yahiko freezes while Masato sprints at Shigure. The hell was that about? I'm thinking, don't disturb me while I'm thinking. You didn't have to shove her. She wouldn't have left otherwise. How did you know that, eh? I took out and analyzed all of you when we first met, if you recall. You can know someone by one look. You can if you possess at least one functional hemisphere of a brain. Don't talk like that, Shigure. Okay, so fine, let's just calm down. This does nothing to stop the rising tension, even I can't help but feel amped up. It's one thing for Shigure to insult me and another thing for her to insult one of my friends. Even if I insult him all the time. Yeah, I'm a hypocrite, I know. Just let me be, I need to think. Ain't you gonna say you're sorry? I won't say I'm sorry for something I have no reason to be sorry for. Akira didn't even do anything to you. She had no awareness of the comfort of others. She completely disregarded Ari's feelings on the matter. Everyone's eyes land on Irie, who stares blankly at her pitch, confirmed that Akira would have been right next to Irie. I didn't mean to make you and anyone uncomfortable. I thought you guys were lonely. Just because you may be lonely in an identical situation does not give you the right to push your opinions on the other people. I'm sorry. You did nothing wrong, Akira. Stop this, Shigure. On the contrary, you two were the ones horsing around, dragging everyone to the uncomfortable scenarios. Hey, ain't you the one making us investigate for you? I did nothing of the sort. Ishiyama was your requester. That ain't no excuse. Stop being so single-minded and think for once. All you can do is band together like sheep. Why don't you approach this from Irie's perspective? Everyone once again looks to Irie, who stops munching on her peach. Eh? Well, you just put her on the spot, which would make her uncomfortable. Don't speak as if you know more than I. Maybe you're the stubborn one, huh? This is degenerating fast. What's surprising is that Elizabeth and Misaki aren't making a move. They are just sitting back, watching the display before them without emotion. Clearly they value Shigure too highly to fight back. Which means I have to do it. Rui, you may be saying this because you're still learning, but in the world of detectives... No, what you did was unnecessary, Shigure. Please don't tell me that this is real life. Don't you lecture me about what real life is or not. Shut up, all of you! God damn it! Amazingly, they actually quiet down. Akira, are you okay? Brighter than rain, Cup. There's a slight tremble to her voice, but I ignore it. No need to stir up any more trouble. Good. And Shigure don't show people. If she was making Irie uncomfortable. Irie. Eh? Were you uncomfortable? A tense moment of silence founds the grab. Irie only shrugs inconclusively. Okay, whatever. Akira, don't get too close again. Shigure, don't throw Akira again. Soft. But that's not fair too. Soft, that's it. Understood. Thankfully she nods silently. Shigure only straightens her glasses, but I'm pretty sure that she will also behave herself. Presently, I notice that Elizabeth and Misaki are looking at me with a tinge of respect. Well, at least someone is pleased with me. Guys, why don't we cool off a bit? Let's do something fun. Nobody seems to react, but somehow I can tell that they are all interested. Fighting has a way of sucking you dry. Maybe it would be better to redirect everyone's energy to something else. Something where, if they end up fighting, at least they won't cause permanent emotional or physical scars. What do you suggest? Watching a movie? I softly shake my head. We'd never get everyone to agree on the same movie. I mean, how about an amusement park? An amusement park? Yeah, there's that new high-tech one by the mall. You know, with the new limestone attractions. I vaguely recall seeing something like that on the news. Lemison, the mega corporation of all things technical and media-related, partnering with a handful of large amusement parks all over the country. Apparently, they were going to revolutionize entertainment. Oh, those looked amazing. Sounds like fun. I mean, Elizabeth only shakes her head. As remarkable as it sounds, I must pass. I have other duties to attend to. Consider this for a moment. Should I let her go? She did try her best in the investigation, but the image of a squinting Elizabeth on top-level roller coaster is just too good to pass up. Do you know anything about coffee? Her face pales and she quickly glances around at the others. When they only return looks of confusion, she storms over to me, angrily hissing into my ear. Stop that! Then come with us. Give me one reason. Because you don't want anyone to find out about your job. Give me another reason. Because you'd be alone if you stayed here, and that's kind of sad to me. The thought comes before I can stop it. I quickly wave it away so it won't take root. The last thing I need right now is to sympathize with Elizabeth. Because I'm so dashing? That isn't a good reason. You asked for a reason that doesn't necessarily merit a good one. Blimey, I simply can't believe you. She steps back, raising her voice so everyone can hear. Fine, but who's paying? I look to Shigura, everyone follows suit. For a second, the detective stares back at us, uncomprehending. Then she leaps to her feet, face coloring in anger. No, absolutely not. Why? I harbor no incentive in incorporating an inordinately extensive conglomerate of cognitively impaired juveniles to a venue who seriously, her words are too hard to pronounce, okay? Whose solitary objective is the frivolous squandering of time. The insults only fuel me to think harder. The amusement park won't be cheap. We need Shigura to pay for us. The question is what would make her. Of course, if it has anything to do with a case, Shigura will be there in the blink of an eye. Well, I wasn't gonna mention this because it seemed trivial at the time, but there was a minor lead from today. And you did not think to tell me sooner? Like I said, it felt too trivial for me to mention. Honestly, I don't really want to go to the park, but I feel like it might give us some important information. Well, what was the lead? And living in front of the teacher is one thing, but living in front of Shigura is a different matter entirely. I started to work past my sluggish brain for the answers. Well, there were some claims that the Yakuza might own the amusement park. It might give us a clue on how students are able to leave the campus after curfew. Wait, there is no reason for the Yakuza to be affiliated with these appearances. Well, that would tie to a controversial piece of advance from last week. Is she serious? Ari, amusement park. I shouldn't go. Remember? Surprisingly, Ari's silence only seems to strengthen Shigura's resolve. Don't think of it in such a manner. Farewell, Ishiyama, let us depart. Really? And you're paying for everyone? Yeah, with your future wages. I'm not even getting paid. Hey, what's going up here? As if there wasn't a party enough, Mr. Ryota arrives on the scene, brandishing a ruler in his right hand. He stops short upon seeing our little group. Yama? Hey, Mr. Ryota. Why, if it isn't the J-Man? Sup, Mr. Ryota? Hey, gents, ladies! What the hell is going on up here? The third floor officers swore up and down that someone was getting murdered. I recall the decibel level of the recent argument and feel slightly guilty. Were we that loud?
Well, enough that I'm supposed to give a disturbance warning, apparently.
He brandishes a pile of detention notes threateningly. Everyone stiffens, except Shigure and me. Probably a bad sign. Oh no, please, Mr. Ryota!
Whatever could be wrong, Miss Oshiro?
And with a total lack of elegance, he flings a slip of papers over the banister of the roof. They rain down in shards of flapping pink to the school pool below.
Listen, kids. You totally weren't here. The officers were totally just hallucinating, and they totally did not just toss those detention slips into the pool.
Relief pops up on everyone's faces. Trust Mr. Ryota to be the rebel.
Now scram before they fire me, yeah?
We don't need any further encouragement. That's the type of teacher I like. Probably. Unless he would be the killer. Hopefully not. Or kidnapper. We rush away from the rooftop greenhouse and down the stairs. Thankfully the walk to the amusement park is uneventful. Nobody seems to notice when we pass by 6 police cars in the space of half an hour. Whoa. The Palace theme park is startlingly successful considering how recently it was founded, but that largely be credited to its cutting-edge attractions. Even minor deals like the hologram park maps in every segment or the experimental cleaning robots whirring about everything makes this place seem like a piece of the future. Looks like Lemmy Saints really outdone themselves.
Welcome, how many tickets?
Yahiko swaggers in front of the line, leaning on one elbow against the window.
These are all my friends, you can boost them in, right?
Sorry, who are you? The rest of us exchange dubious glances. Yahiko jerks back, clearly shocked. Huh? Yahiko Ikari!
Who?
Yahiko Ikari, you know, the son of the Ikaris! There is a flicker of recognition that enters eyes, but she doesn't budge. I wasn't aware the Ikaris had a son.
Of course they do, it's me!
Sorry sir, but do you have any proof?
Knew you would ask, I'll just call them right up.
Wait, Yahiko. He confidently dials a number in his phone. We wait and wait some more. Then he lowers his phone, looking sheepish. Sorry, they must be busy.
But I really am the son of the cards. Look, I have a...
Enough, we are simply wasting time. Shigure pushes around him and hands out her card as the register rocks up to the starting number. Without further ado, we're ushered into the park, but not without some prominent glares from the staff. As we enter the main area, we are assaulted with smells of oily, overpriced food and the cloying scent of sugar. Exhausted parents are being dragged from place to place by bouncing, squealing children.
Sorry guys, I really thought I could get us in.
Hey, I'm fine. If it wasn't for the fact that his expression is totally serious, I would probably be mocking him. He can't seriously be the son of some Lemon Senate higher-ups. Before we proceed any further, I recommend that you all exchange contact information. Obnoxious as it may be, you are now under my jurisdiction, and it is my responsibility to return you all safely. After a moment's pause, everyone moved into action. The only thing I need to gather is iris, but others seem to be having more difficulty.
Won't you bestow upon me the honor of your number, my lady?
And this is where your reputation as school princess backfires tremendously. I suppose it wouldn't be much trouble. He eagerly hands his phone to her, where she inputs her information slowly and agonizingly. Right, I've got an investigation to see to, so here we must part. Honestly, I'm surprised that she isn't forcing us to investigate with her, especially considering that she paid. Either you promised me you should participate in everything. Hey. Thank you. Farewell, duty calls! With that, she races off into the distance, cap bouncing merrily over her head. For some reason, after everyone's finished exchanging information, they all turn to me. Guess I'm supposed to decide where to go. Oh, crap! Seriously? Again a hard choice. Tech Sandbox, Tower Drop, Bot Fight Arena, Extreme Carousel, Laser Tag, Tech Showcase, Ferris Wheel. Does it actually have any influence on the game? I wonder. Alright. Tech Sandbox. I don't think so. Tower Drop. Tower drop is a thing that bounces you up and down, right? Well, you know what I mean, maybe. Or maybe not. I don't even know if I know what I mean. Next is bot fight arena. That might be fine, but I don't know. Extreme carousel might not be a good idea. Laser tag texture. Let's go to laser tag. Why the hell not? A large dome at the corner of the map catches my eye. I tap it for more details. Ultimate Laser Tag Center brought to you by Simpson Sheet Sidecode. Limited Sheet Sidecode? What? That's the glasses, right? They are goggles with interactive displays. It gives you stats and targeting cursors and a mini buff, so it feels like you're in a video game. Oh,
Really?
We gotta give it a try. And he races off to the laser center without a second glance. I guess we aren't going there. Thankfully no one seems to have any objections. We arrive at the attraction without any interruptions. We are admitted fairly quickly, maybe because our group is large enough to single-handedly create a game.
Okay, we need 2 team captains.
Hell yeah, anyone who wants to win, join me.
We'll be great at not only shooting stuff but solving stuff.
Join the Harvard Assassination Crew today. Harvard Assassination Crew. What kind of name is that?
Well, that's one team captain. Who shall dare contest him?
He bellows this out like an announcer of some twisted reality show. I will. It's preferable to following an incompetent leader. Her enthusiasm is overwhelming.
Well, the captains have been selected, so without further ado, it's time to start the draft. Captain Kurogane, you may pick your first minion. Rui!
Well, that was quick. I get where he's coming from. Rui is thoughtful, but can be quick on her feet. Should be a good selection. At the same time, I don't see the rush to pick her first. It's not like Elizabeth would even ever select her.
A fair choice. Hayata is now aligned with the Harvard Assassination Crew. Captain Shiro, it's your turn. You can pick 2 minions as per drafting rules.
Official drafting rules for laser tag? It can't hurt.
Oh Shiro, the clock's ticking.
Elizabeth rolls her eyes, but glances between the remaining participants. Misaki?
That's Kazehaya for...
the...
Resistance! We are the Resistance!
What? Why the Resistance?
I've always wanted to be part of a Resistance. Kazehaya has joined the Resistance.
We're not the Resistance.
But I want to be part of a Resistance. It's up to me to choose whether you're in Resistance or not.
So, it is the Resistance?
We're not the Resistance.
Thankfully the clamor dies down when Yahiko raises his hand. You may pick one more minion, unless you wish to give up your advantage.
Never!
Consider that getting her here was akin to pulling teeth. She's remarkably engaged in all the activities.
I choose!
Her eyes spies over Akira and flees at Yahiko. For a few seconds they flicker between me and Irie.
Yama! Get over here!
Everyone falls to silence. For a long moment, all that can be heard is that faint hum of the overhead lights. You're serious?
What? You weren't exactly happy with Yama earlier today. Can't I pick who I want? I'm the captain. You want him? Not like that. I just want to win. Is that so wrong?
No, nothing wrong at all. Guess we'd better get this show on the road, huh, folks? Captain Kurogan, your selection. You may choose 2 minions. Well, and you playing? That I am. Come on over to the Harvard Assassination Crew.
Sweet!
As Yahiko skips on over, Rui gestures weirdly to Masato, tiptoeing to whisper in his ear. After a brief second, he nods.
And the second was Ari.
Ari only blinks for a moment, but at Rui's friendly wave, she travels to Masato's group. Which places Karube on the Resistance by default.
It's not the Resistance.
So, without further ado, let's get this game underway.
Don your gear, players. We'll see you on the fields of justice.
With that, Masato leads his group to snatch up lightweight vests and goggles and dash into the black room. Elizabeth gathers us into a tight circle, her expression unreadable.
Right. I believe it would be of optimal efficiency to place 2 members on assault, 1 on defense and 1 in an intermediary. Misaki, what do you think of defense?
Probably because she trusts Misaki the most.
Excellent idea. Good. Yama and I shall lead assault.
Probably because she wants to keep an eye on me.
Akira? Leave it to me, top tier intermediary, coming right up. What does an intermediary do? As we have 2 members on assault, you will mainly be covering for Misaki. However, Misaki will generally stay in one location, while you run patrols. Gotcha! Mediocre class intermediary, coming right up!
Elizabeth clearly ignores this. Instead, she heads to the rack, tossing vests and goggles at us.
Yama?
Yes, Your Highness?
Don't be stupid!
Yes, Your Highness?
Although that might prove to be too difficult for you.
I feel inspired already.
Right, we've wasted enough time. Let's go! Wait, what about the team chant? We don't need one.
She moves to the door, but Akira tugs on her elbow.
We can't start the war without a chant! It would be a travesty. Apparently it would be a travesty if we used our time efficiently. Oh come on! Team bonding is just as important as tactics and individual skill. Fine. But make it quick.
Akira salutes her with a chair wink and gathers us into a huddle. She speaks breathlessly, her eyes shining with enthusiasm.
A day may come when the courage of men fails. Quickly, I said. Blah 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 blah. This day we fight! Long live the resistance!
Hey, why not?
Long live the resistance! Let's go, go, go! Deploy, deploy, deploy!
Alright, let's get into the game in the next episode. Actually, this might be really interesting. I freaking want to see that. So, hope you enjoyed this one and see you tomorrow. Bye!